Hello everyone, this is Sean Broccoli here. In today's video, we're going to be doing Trial 3 for the Fuka and Desco show for Disgaea 4 Complete Plus. So let's get started with Stage 1. So this one is actually a lot simpler than it looks. I did play around with this one a bit and failed a bunch of times. But what you're going to want to do here, as you'll notice, you'll take, I believe, 60% damage at the end of every turn by staying on the blue geopanels. So what you're going to want to do is take out Desco, use Desco to take out the Necromancer on the pillar there. What you can do is have a healers just out of the base, but don't leave the base area. That's not actually under the effects of the blue geopanel, so you can keep your healer there without them being hurt. So once you've dealt with the Necromancer, she'll obviously turn into a zombie. You take out the zombie as well. And then what you can do is you can throw Desco onto that pillar. Now, you're going to see me do this differently in the video, but I'm going to go over a much simpler strategy. So what you're going to see me do is I'm going to sit on that pillar and I'm just going to attack with Desco at all, I guess, positions and just take out everybody. Now what you can do instead is if you hold X, I believe, you can have, you'll see a little box pop up and it'll actually show you that you can rotate Desco. So with the D-pad, so rotate her with the D-pad to face one of those three areas, and then you can throw an ally at her, and then the ally will bounce off her and head to the direction that she's facing. And then that way you can have somebody over there to destroy the geo block, and then that will reduce the amount of damage that you're taking until you've destroyed all three and there is no damage at all. And then you can just focus on killing everybody with Desco. The benefit of that is obviously that you can keep your healer there without taking damage. The way that you're going to see me do it is I'm just going to have two healers. I'm going to have one healer out in a position that they can heal Desco, and then another healer in the base to avoid taking damage and be able to heal the first healer.
God, bless me.
And then Desco will just use Yogg Sloth on all the enemies and take them out. Now, if you're going to do things the way that you see in the video, you can ignore, once they turn into a zombie, you can just ignore them at that point. They can't damage you. You're probably better off just focusing on Axel. Take him out, and then you can worry about those two free kills after to finish off the level. If you do end up at the bottom, I guess, of that pillar area, you can stack the boxes and then throw characters to any of the, I guess, platforms. But obviously, the way that I spoke about is the most recommended strategy for this level. So we'll leave it at that, and then we'll continue with the next stage.
Here I go.
Alright, stage 2 is a bit of a difficult one. So you're going to notice that the entire area is covered with red geopanels. These will have silence and forever counter effects on them. So if your characters are strong enough, you can probably just go ahead and I guess play them out the way that it should be. If not, and you have an overpowered Tyrants, Velvetores, like I do, what you can do is you can just sit at the base panel here, and since the base panel is not under the effects of any geopanels, you can use your skills, and then obviously you'll see me use the Blood Sting with Tyrant Velvetores, which will one-shot any enemy that I attack, which clears things up. And the benefit of this strategy is you actually don't have to move at all. All the enemies will come straight to you. But obviously this strategy kind of relies on the fact that you have a Tyrant Velvetores that can take the abuse he's going to receive from all these enemies. One benefit of the Blood Sting is you will get some of your health back. I think it's like 5% or something. Or 5% of the damage that you inflict. But when you do get, I guess, surrounded there, do use the... You can limit the amount of damage you take by using the Demon Emperor just to clear out a large amount of enemies, and then once you're down to smaller groups that you probably can't just all hit at once with the Demon Emperor, you can switch to the Blood Sting and take them out individually. But as far as the stage goes, that's pretty much all there is to it. Every enemy will come down from where they are in this level, and they will come right to you, even Axel. So just sit on the base panel, and just obliterate anything that comes towards you. All right, so now for stage 3. This one is probably more of a difficult one. So you're going to see there's going to be a bunch of enemies here. There's going to be some archers and necromancers on some teacup, I guess, teacup pillars, I guess you could call them. Now they're going to have a purple geo panel underneath them, or underneath the teacup. They're going to have enemy boost plus 50%, no lifting, and magic range plus 2. So what you're going to want to do is, to make things easier, take these archers and necromancers out and then replace them with your own ranged characters, which will obviously get a boost from the magic range plus 2 and make things a lot easier um, to move around the map. The mages, depending on how much your skills boosted up, you might be able to use your magic from that first pillar and kill the other 2 necromancers. Having someone up there can also help your ground troops when they're dealing with the lady samurais. Now at the back is going to be Pink and Axel. Axel, he's pretty, I want to say pretty strong in this stage. So you're going to want to gang up on him and not try to solo it with one character. Like you're going to see me in this one, I'm going to try to brute force my way through with Tyrant Velvetores because of how powerful the character is, but he does end up losing to Axel. Now the thing about, I guess, Axel is he's sitting on a yellow geo panel, and that's going to level him up by 10%, him and Pink each turn, so you want to kind of get through things as fast as possible. Even if you can just get him off of the panels, that'll probably do you a lot of good. So that's the one benefit that comes from me trying to solo this with Tyrant Velvetores. I guess the other benefit is that he pretty much obliterates a lot of the grunt troops around, so I don't have to worry about my other guys getting hurt. But there is still, I mean, the whole right side is still pretty much alive. So it's not as if I'm just going to cruise through the level. But yeah, your priority is going to be getting the mages and stuff off the pillars there. You can always destroy the geoblocks if you want. Obviously, you have to get past the enemies first to get there, so you're probably better off just killing them. Your best bet for taking them out is to just utilize your own ranged characters on the teacups to attack any of those mages and then archers within range. You can also, I guess, attack them from the ground with mages and ranged. There are some characters that may be able to hit them from the ground, like obviously you're going to see Tyrant Valvatorez. You might be able to hit them with Rune Dimension if you have that skill for any of your sword wielding allies. And then obviously you have Desco, which Yogg Sloth or True Godly, I think it's called True Godly Weapon. You can attack with that, and then you should be able to take them all out. The Lady Samurai shouldn't be too difficult. It's more so just the enemies with the boost and Axel and Pink. Other than that, that'll do it for this stage, and we'll move on to the final one. So stage 4 is a pretty easy one. You're going to notice that there's green panels all over the floor. Those are going to be fusion panels. So basically what'll happen is at the end of every turn, one random monster will fuse with another monster to make them more powerful. So you kind of want to kill as much of the monsters around there as possible because you don't want them to fuse with Desco. So, or Torn Desco. So Torn Desco is going to be at level 230. The rest of the enemies here are below 200. They're like 180, 190. So just kind of brute force your way through, killing it as much as possible to keep her level down. And then once you've cut or trimmed the numbers down, I mean, if you can kill them, you probably won't be able to kill them all in one turn, but if you can, it's obviously beneficial. But Torn Desco, she has all the same moves that Desco has, so just deploy your allies in a way that she can't take advantage of any of Desco's moves. That'll force her to just use the default attack, and at that point it's just as simple as ganging up on her with all the different skills. Obviously she doesn't have that much of a movement as well, so you should be good in terms of her readjusting to use any of those skills. I know if the AI is usually very good at figuring out to move around to put you in a position where the skill can be used. As far as the fusion goes, you do have to be very careful about it because she does level up quite a bit. In this video, you're going to see she gets up to level 790, and that's a pretty big level gap from most of my characters, which are still below 200. Now, you're probably going to want to avoid surrounding Desco close range, because she still does have True Godly Weapon, which I believe she can still use um, to get, I guess, anybody that's surrounding her. The other thing you're going to have to take into account is even attacking with just the regular attack, she's going to one-shot most of your characters, if not all of them. So you're just going to have to make sure that that's the only way she's attacking you, and she's only taking out one at a time. That way you can at least slowly bash away at her health. Other than that, that'll pretty much do it for Trial 3. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like the content here, please like or subscribe. This is Sean Broccoli. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.